Have you ever noticed this weird thing at an art show? The big, expensive piece gets all the attention. But then someone walks away with a smaller painting or a print. Not the big one. But the big one still did its job. I'm Hallie with Artsy Shark, and today I'm going to show you why having higher priced work doesn't scare people off. In many cases, it makes your affordable work easier to buy. If you sell originals, studies, prints, or small works, you need two things working together: credibility and access. Credibility says, this artist is the real deal. Access says, and I can start collecting them today. When everything is priced low, collectors don't always feel lucky. Sometimes they feel unsure. They wonder, is this priced low because it's not good? Am I missing something? That's what we're fixing. In this video, I'm breaking down the psychology that makes higher prices strengthen your whole lineup, how to add statement pricing without feeling fake or gimmicky, a simple way to display your prices so collectors move naturally from wow to I'm buying this. Let's get into it. One of the strongest forces in pricing psychology is anchoring. It's the tendency for the first number we encounter to become the reference point for everything that comes after. This effect shows up in classic research on judgment and decision-making, including the foundational work by Amos Tversky and Daniel Kahneman. So when a collector sees a $2,500 painting first, the $300 study is not competing with zero. It's competing with $2,500. The smaller piece can suddenly feel like a very reasonable entry point into your work. Important to note here, this isn't manipulation. This is how humans evaluate value when there's uncertainty. When it comes to buying art, quality is real, but it's hard to measure quickly. Most collectors are not walking around with a checklist for paint handling, archival materials, composition, and art history references. So what do people use instead? They use signals. There's a whole body of research on price as a quality cue, including work published in the Journal of Marketing Research, showing that price can shape quality expectations and influence how people evaluate what they're seeing. And this connects to a broader economic idea. When buyers do not have the same information as sellers, markets rely on signals to communicate quality. That information asymmetry concept is famously discussed in Akerlof's work on markets, where quality is uncertain. A higher-priced piece can communicate that this work took serious time. The artist has a track record. This piece is rare or difficult to repeat. This is collected at a higher level. Once that signal is present, your lower-priced work stops feeling cheap and starts feeling like the accessible way in. Think of one or two higher-priced pieces as your credibility engine. They do three jobs at once. They show your ambition and range. They clarify that you're not a hobbyist pricing like a hobbyist. They give collectors permission to take your smaller work seriously. Collectors also like to start small. This is normal buyer behavior. A lot of collectors want the first purchase to feel safe. They want to test the experience of owning your work, living with it, showing it to friends. Then they come back bigger later. Your higher-priced pieces help that first step happen because they make the smaller step feel legitimate. What you're doing is building certainty with the buyer, which they need to commit to a purchase. Your professionalism assures them that you are the real deal. The larger, more expensive pieces show that you can command a high price for your work, but the lower-priced works or reproductions allow them to buy in and own a piece they will cherish from the artist without stretching their budget or feeling that collecting is impossible for them. If you already have a large or labor-intensive piece, perfect. That's a candidate for a higher tier. If you don't, here's the assignment. Create one hero piece and one strong runner-up in the next 30 to 60 days. Then price it like it matters. Not randomly, not wishful thinking. Price it based on real factors: time, skill, demand, size, materials, and how your body of work is positioned overall. And if you're represented by galleries, keeping your pricing consistent across channels. That consistency builds trust long term. Where artists accidentally sabotage this strategy is visibility. They put the hero piece in the back of the booth, or they hide their prices online, or they lead with the cheapest option first. If you want the anchor effect to work, the higher tier needs to be visible. Try this. On your website, lead your gallery with 1 to 2 hero pieces before the smaller works. In person, place the hero piece where it can be seen from a distance and attract people into your booth. In a pricing list, include the higher tier so people understand your full range. Once collectors see the top tier, many of them happily purchase from the middle or entry tier. If you want higher prices to feel solid, you have to help people understand the value. Not with a speech, but with simple clarity. Research on price and quality expectations supports the idea that people use price to form beliefs about what they are getting. So help them connect the dots. Make the craftsmanship visible. That's it. Simple, but powerful. If you found this video helpful, like, subscribe, and consider joining our email list, linked in the comments below. Twice a month, we send out newsletters with tons of absolutely free articles, videos, business tips, and resources to help you grow your art business. And as always, if you want more practical, artist-friendly strategy like this, you can watch another video from this playlist right now.